All right, let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, they've had an up and down season this year. At 4-6, there's so many games that could have gone the Bengals' way, especially when they're playing some of the better teams in the NFL. I feel like they haven't quite had the firepower to outduel some of these teams, but I think that is about to change with the latest news we've had from this week's practice. Before we get into that, I'm Andrew, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, as I alluded to, the Bengals kind of been, underpowered when they've gone up against some of the better teams in the league, specifically talking about Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens twice. Those have been extremely close games where if the Bengals had just a little bit more gas in the tank, I feel like they could have come out the victor in those games. And that would make this season be not 4-6. Instead, if they were able to pull through, win those three games, we're looking at a completely different 7-3 team here. So that would be a huge difference, but nonetheless, we can only look at the future, and the future is looking good with this latest for the Bengals. Let's get into the article, and we can talk more about it on the other side. This is from NBC Sports. It says, Bengals receiver T. Higgins was officially back at practice on Wednesday, potentially setting him up to return for Sunday night's matchup with the Chargers. Higgins' hamstring has hit sidelined by a quad injury over the last few weeks, with limited participant in this week's first session. Head coach Zach Taylor said on Wednesday that Higgins and offensive tackle Orlando Brown Jr., who also missed the last few games, were able to participate in the walkthrough, and both are taking steps in the right direction to play. Again, this is from over on NBC Sports. This is really good news for the Bengals, especially offensively. Ja'Marr Chase kind of been out there having to do everything on his own, especially now injuries to the running back position. They needed someone to come in, step up, take this offense to the next level, and I think T. Higgins is just that. But before we get into all of the nitty-gritty of that, Bengals fans, in the comment section below, we're talking about the upcoming game versus the Chargers. I think there's going to be a lot of good news. T. Higgins could potentially play, Orlando Brown Jr. potentially playing. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. What's the final score of this game going to be for the Bengals? Does this new offensive firepower put them over the top? Do they score 40-plus points? Or is it going to be another close one? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. But nonetheless, let's get into the facts of everything and how exactly this is going to help out the Bengals. The Bengals, they've been really good throwing the ball downfield. I think Joe Burrow has been on point this season. He's looking really, really strong. Their offensive passing grades, number 2 in the NFL, behind just the Baltimore Ravens, and 89.8 overall. Joe Burrow, the number 2 rated quarterback in the NFL right now per PFF. So he's been playing really, really good. The issue here is that the Bengals haven't had the receivers around the ball to really step up and help Burrow out. I know we all like Yosevas, we all like Irwin, some of these other guys. Jasecki is supposed to be coming in and really elevating the passing offense for the Bengals, but no one has really stepped up. If we look at this team, Ja'Marr Chase, 83.7 receiving grade, offensive grade, really great. Everybody else behind him, no one is above 65. That is not good, and the Bengals need more than that if they're going to compete with some of these top teams in the NFL. Enter T. Higgins. He comes back. He's actually the highest overall graded offensive player on this Bengals receiving core with an 85.3 offensive grade for this season. I think he's doing a lot of really good stuff, and clearly he's going to bring a huge, huge upgrade to this Bengals receiving attack, being the 5th best graded wide receiver in the entire NFL. It's going to help him tremendously. I think this is going to do a lot of things in multiple different ways. It's going to free up Ja'Marr Chase. He's not going to be able to be double teamed all the time because, like I said, as much as we see guys like Yosevas, as much as we see guys like Jermaine Burton, Trenton Irwin, these guys haven't been able to quite break out to be a threat to not just double Ja'Marr Chase every single play. I think this, kind of hindered the Bengals offense, especially now there's injuries at the running back position. I think that would have allowed teams to really just clamp down on Jamar Chase and keep this offense in check. Now, enter in Higgins. I think it opens up everything. I think Joe Burrow can continue playing at the extremely high level he's been playing this season, and this Bengals offense is primed and ready to explode. I expect a huge performance on Sunday versus the Chargers. I think this team is going to break into the new level, and they need to, because at 4-6, you're at risk of missing the playoffs if you don't start winning out. You got to be at least 9-8. This AFC North division, it is brutal. It is relentless. The Ravens are good. The Steelers are good. You're going to have to play your best football to get into the playoffs. And this is a playoff caliber offense. And I think it'll be a playoff caliber defense by the end of the season. So the Bengals, they really needed this news. And I think this is going to be what puts them over edge. I would look for this Bengals team to start rolling down the stretch. And if I'm a Bengals fan, I'm excited about what's to come.